guys, it's me again. This is your daily summary. I'm fasting and praying today. If you're fasting, please comment down below that you're fasting and praying with us. I'm doing 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. So I hope you will join us. If not, that's okay. Just continue to pray that this thing happens. Listen, right after I was done with my live stream, I got some more notifications from a dear friend who shall remain nameless. And they sent me the one article that I did read this morning, so I'm definitely going to go over that. The government has a plan to find real partnerships to invest in Dawawi factories, right? They're continuing to move forward, asking for investment in their factories and stuff. So the prime minister is still making progress. So this is a summary. So I went into detail. I read that article this morning, so you can always go to my live stream and you can fast forward and find that. But he sent me another one that I didn't read this morning, and I'm going to go there now. The Central Bank of Iraq, this is breaking news, right? The Central Bank of Iraq and FAB agree to fund trade and imports in Durham. So let me go into this. First, it says the Central Bank of Iraq, I think the Central Bank of Iraq is what they decide when this happens. It says, in First Abu Dhabi Bank, FAB, okay, it's a bank in Abu Dhabi, okay, agreed Wednesday to fund trade and imports in dirhams. CBI said in a statement received that the governor of the central bank, Ala Moshe Al-Alak, met in Dubai with the chairwoman of the First Abu Dhabi Bank, Hana El Rostamani, indicating that during the meeting, launching financial transfer operations and funding trade and imports between both countries in Durham through FAB were agreed upon. That's another big piece, guys. Financial transfers in the United Arab Emirates, the UAE dirhams, began today and will be the first phase of the agreement with the 5 Iraqi banks. Boom, chicka, boom, boom, boom. If you don't think that's a boom, I don't know what you're smoking or whether you're just asleep. I don't know. I mean, I'm resting today, but I had to bring this to you. And I didn't even look at it because I was tired. I did an epic live stream. It was an hour and 49 minutes. Please pray for the restoration of my energy. I didn't even go hug my horse today. I just couldn't. I was too depleted after doing what God called me to do this morning. So you can watch that. It was really good words. It says it would be the first, as a matter that will increase gradually, signalizing that this step comes with enabling Iraqi banks to build relations with established international banks, to reduce reliance on the electronic platform for financial transfers, to reduce reliance on the electronic platform for financial transfers, and to work under normal international practices like other international companies and countries, adopted in enhancing the balances of Iraqi banks for trade finance purposes. Statement also said, guys, this was huge. This came out today, and I don't know. It's just amazing. So, somebody sent that to me and said they wanted us to highlight that to you today. Let's see. They're using modern irrigation systems. That was today. Al Sudani confirms higher prices for farmers using modern irrigation systems. It said Saturday, the president and members of the General Federation of Cooperative Agricultural Associations, he listened to various proposals and suggestions concerning farmers and ways to advance their agriculture sector. They want to provide their own food, that would be good. Instead of selling all their farms to other people that have bad intentions for our food, right? They're taking care of their food and their people. He received the president and members of the General Union of Agriculture Cooperative Societies. He said the prime minister highlighted the importance of effectiveness of the General Federation of Cooperative Agricultural Associates as an intermediary between the government and farmers. He emphasized that supporting and advancing the agricultural sector is a priority and goal for the government, aiming to reduce dependency on the oil sector and utilize oil revenues to develop other sectors, one of them being agriculture. I mean, they're going to feed their own people and maybe export it, right? It says the government is committed to dispersing farmers' dues and will offer higher prices for the crops of farmers who use modern irrigation systems compared to those using traditional methods. He noted that 12,000 irrigation systems have been imported for the first time in Iraq. The water management agreement with Turkey is expected to bring a significant improvement to the agriculture sector. That's amazing, honey. That's amazing. Isn't that amazing? Comment down below. He also mentioned supporting farmers with fertilizer produced domestically and lifting restrictions on their importation. So, guys, Iraq is continuing to move forward, even on this Sabbath rest for them. And you know, I'm just really glad that the government is finding so many partnerships. So it's increasing our equity in this investment, guys. It's the money you've invested that you know is going to pay off. We're fasting and praying this in today, tomorrow, and Monday. So it says, and then this is Frank 26, article, Parliamentary Finance confirms the readiness of the budget tables for voting in Monday's session. I believe in June 3rd for many things to come together. That's Frank 26. A lot of people are looking to Monday. We're praying through this. I hope you'll join us. Militiaman, the House of Representatives will vote next Monday on the budget schedules. We've been waiting for it. It is important. It is it not important? Obviously, it's a focus. The article, quote, Mustafa announced the House of Representatives intends to vote on the financial budget tables for the year 2024. It will be held at 3 in the afternoon on Monday. Of course, that's Iraqi time. Sampson, the Finance Committee confirms approaching end of its work on the budget tables. We are ready for Monday's session. Everybody's focusing on Monday, it seems like. But this can happen at any time. It's all in God's time, in my opinion. House of Representatives are under the gun. Monday, 3 p.m. Baghdad scheduled for a vote. Claire, again, it's same thing. Monday session. This is Tishwash. Iraq is one of the richest countries in the Middle East. Iraq is considered to be one of the richest countries in the Middle East in that it possesses $85 billion in foreign exchange reserves, 130 tons of gold reserves, and 147 billion reserves, confirmed from a barrel of crude oil, ranked fourth in the world, explaining that it achieved from selling crude oil an income equivalent to 76 billion in 2021 and 120 billion in 2022. That is amazing. Frank 26 last night said the TV just said the main objective of the second phase of the banking system is to have the Iraqi dinar regain its former strength. Guys, that's why they're doing all this cooperation with the Bank of International Settlements, the IMF, Davos, the World Economic Forum, giving a talk at the UN January of last year, doing the whole tour of the U.S. and making all those memorandums of understanding with all those American companies to get them to work in Iraq. So, and China is very much invested in Iraq. A lot of countries are investing in Iraq because they know its future value. So, it's just amazing. It says, they also said they are expecting the budget to be passed on or before the 9th of June. Frank said that it jumps on me. Frank said, they are telling you they are still on course to add value to their currency. Nothing has stopped. In fact, Firefly, they just said it, that budget, when approved, will need a new rate to make it work, correct? Frank, don't you love it when your leaders tell you their goal is to regain the value of your currency because that is what they promised you? I mean, it's just amazing. And then Caparoni pointed out, Iraq doesn't prosper just by raising their exchange rate. Iraq prospers by creating the conditions for the world to invest in Iraq. A country's exchange rate ultimately is a reflection of that success, not the other way around. But look what they did. All those memorandums of understanding, all those tours, all those meetings. Guys, this is ready to happen. And if you agree with me, comment down below. I agree. It's ready to happen. Guys, add your faith to this channel, please. Please subscribe, tap the bell, please share. It's 3:10 Eastern Time. A militiaman goes, I don't think anybody's going to be able to prove me wrong. You drop the 3 zeros. The exchange rate changes from 1 USD to 132, just like Al Sudani says. Do the math. It comes out 0.76. Apply the real effective exchange rate, and that's where the show starts big time. 0.76 is 0.76 US dollars. It's slightly less than the dollar. That value is not 0.000. What he's talking about is this is what he's talking about. When they delete the zeros here, it's going to be 0.76, which is what I refer to here. 0.76 to 1, not lopping off the currency, right? They're just going to have new currencies available when the exchange value increases. So that's my take on it. What is yours? Also, I believe that if you shift your mindset now, it's going to happen faster because you got to be prepared. And I give you safe strategies to help you, have a safe exchange. You can email me. My information is down below. Okay, so Nader from the Middle East. Iraq wants to de-dollarize. They started de-dollarizing in January, but didn't work for them too much. Now they said that their plan didn't work, so they come out with a new white paper. They realize they cannot do nothing without changing their exchange rate. They're going to have to go down in the exchange rate for the de-dollarization. They're going to have to change their exchange rate between now and the 8th of July. We should have an answer. That's Nader's perspective. Other people are saying June. What do you think? It says, what are they going to do? Are they going to change the exchange rate, keep it the same, or go up or go down? I think they're going to have to go down on the exchange rate a lot for them to take the dollar off the street. What he's referring to is increasing the value to go down, right? Because right now there's so many zeros in front of the rate, right? It's going to go down. So that's what he's referring to. At least I can intuit that from what he's saying here. And then this was important. Mark Z talked about the historic bonds. How does this differ? How do the historic bonds and currencies differ for the RV? Mark Z pointed this out, and you need to understand this too. I talked about this a lot for my Miracle Manifestation members about the bigger picture. Nasara, Jasara, all that. Currencies are a part of the RV, the revaluation, like the Iraqi dinar. God told me it was done. I believe it's the first one to go. The Vietnamese dong could possibly go along with it, but I don't think it's a whole basket at this point because God hasn't told me that. I just think the Vietnam dong is the next one ready to go. So if you're holding both, comment down below. I'm holding both. It says currencies are part of the revaluation, whereas historic bonds are the process leading to the global currency reset, the global reset, right? Historic bonds have to be settled before the rest, and the bonds will give liquidity to fund the currencies. So that's what's going on here. What do you think? Comment down below. I have a little bit of a different perspective from anybody else. So if you become a Miracle Manifestation members, you'll get into my head about that. There's 24 hours of content up there right now. Frank 26, television is showing a report on paper from the IBBC on the de-dollarization inside of Iraq. They're telling us they've been doing it all this time. They even talk about that part from the World Bank discussion on changing the dinar exchange rate. It's really powerful. This is all on the news. Frank said the monetary reform education to your citizens will get very loud. So I just think it's amazing that the Central Bank of Iraq is doing all this, and they just got released from the United Nations. They voted on it. They're free from the UNAMI, the United Nations, whatever that was, mission in Iraq, assistance mission in Iraq. They're gone. They've just signed off on it. So now we're just waiting for the rate to be released. What do you think? Comment down below. When do you think it's going to happen? Comment down below. I love you all. And again, join us for praying this in if you want. These are definitely iconic times. I hope you're staying positive. And God bless you. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe and tap the bell. Please share with others that you think are invested in this. Amen. God bless. Have a good night. Bye. Or I'll see you at Margaritas and Manifestations if you want to join us around 5:30. Bye.